Good day. This is GU, Great Britain pound against the dollar. Okay. Yeah, I just wanna see where my expectations were. Because last week, I remember going through it. So this is weekly. Weekly, I just saw the intent for the bearish move. And this was the trend change on weekly. So entirely from here on my weekly to here, it was my weekly range, dealing range, premium, discounted pricing. So according to my own view, this entire buy was a weekly pullback towards areas of premium, basically. So that's what I saw. So when I went to the daily time frame, daily, it's basically a complex pullback within the weekly dealing range. Daily, this was the shift in market structure, which we call change of character. In other words, then daily, we were busy riding the complex pullback, buying it. Yes, so this buying momentum was actually on a complex pullback. So this is what actually I saw according to what actually I had in mind. And when we came to 4 hour, I actually the analysis that I had made before, it was actually the setup that I made before CP high, and I just marked some significant area of supply of which I thought GU would start dropping from, but actually it never happened. So let me show you the supply. Okay, according to what we had on daily, yeah, on our NFP, let me just mark everything actually clear. This was the area actually, this is the daily or supply, which actually we had. Daily supply, this was the AVG imbalance of the daily. So when we had NFP, what did NFP do? NFP came and reacted towards this daily AVG. So this all week that we have on 4 hour, this massive week, this one, it happened when NFP came out. It was the beginning of this month. So the reaction was within the daily fair value gap, of which I never took it so serious. I thought since actually had that massive reaction on the daily AVG, we don't need to come, price won't be in the need of coming back, taking out this buy side liquidity, which is resting above this week, tapping the daily order block. I never thought so. So what I thought, after that, price continued actually selling, and we could see it continued breaking below. You understand? It continued breaking below, of which I was convinced that this trade actually is actually continuing. So let me just mark this. I would mark this. So I marked this area actually as my break of structure. You could see even the candle protruded and closed below. So now when I came to realize, I just saw that we still had our area of supply, of which actually I thought price would really buy, would really sell from that significant supply that actually I had noted on H4. And this is actually the supply. Which supply did I have on H4? I just wanna point it out. This is the supply I had on H4. And what happened? What happened? This supply I had on H4, this is where actually I was expecting price to mitigate in order to continue pushing much lower, but this never happened. So all in all, what happened. I had my my entries here and my stop loss, it was above this area of supply, so I got stopped out. Then boom, CPI came. CPI coming I just saw CPI invalidating this area of supply. Basically, is the entire area of supply, even taking out this massive massive swing high, of which then I say now this is our point of invalidation. So since our supply got broken now, we will just expect price to push much higher. And that's actually when CPI came up, being negative to the dollar. What CPI did, the sentiments were negative for the dollar, which actually in return gave GU momentum to push much higher. So this supply was actually our point of invalidation. So I was kicked out with a stop loss, and I never really participated in this buying move of the CPI. So what we saw now after the buying, that's when I thought about this buy side liquidity, which actually was resting above this wick of which was created by NFP. So I was hoping that price maybe might wick it, then give us a stop hand, then realigns bearish to go continue selling. But what it did, it just pierced through and went to our extreme refined H4. I'm refining daily to H4 supply, of which we had a reaction on our H4 supply, of which most of us thought, yeah, this is now a sell. So we're just waiting for the lower time frame realignment back to bearish to see if we could now start selling. So I came and I marked my areas, my chalk on the micro time frame, and I also marked actually my area of supply on the lower time frame, of which I thought now this time we're gonna start now selling it off. The sale never happened. It was just a shallow pullback, of which now price again realigned back to be bullish. So this was the trend change on the lower time frame. This is when I just saw that now this actually this market is not intending to sell. So it's to sell now. So after the realignment, what I did here, I just had this intent of the trend change on a lower time frame. I marked my area of demand and I waited for the retest. Actually, my entry was here. I had to be liquidated a lot. I was just holding a small drawdown here. Then I took a buy on this entire move. So basically, going back to 4 hour. 4 hour, I could see this is actually, I would say, this could be some inducement, which was actually created for now. And I would mark this a point as my demand area. Yes, this is my entire demand area. This is my point of inducement. So price actually came and wicked above the supply area. I didn't see the candle breaking above basically, but I could see a what? A stop hand, of which I'm hoping for price to reprice back, taking out this inducement first before continuing, because I'm hoping for GU to continue much higher. And the areas it will be targeting, I'm hoping for this intermediate swing high, it's a hold high, and this extreme high, which is actually the all-time high. This is what actually the areas that I'm hoping, the poles that I'm hoping for price to target. This is what I'm looking at GU here to do. I'm looking for massive buys. But as the new weeks begins, I think we should first take out this inducement first. This is entirely inducement here. Then we tap at least this fair value gap, or we wick below, then we continue to buy. Even if we fail to mitigate this demand, we can utilize this AVG, or we can just wick this equal lows, because barely, sincerely, these are relative equal lows. We can just wick below here, then we would continue to buy. So this is what I see. GU is bullish on a continuation. Yes, I'm not looking